Hello, this is Century News. Today we're going to talk to you about the topic modern Red Guards. The Red Guards are a monstrous product of the People's Republic of China, born during the Cultural Revolution, which is anti-ethical, anti-moral, anti-human and anti-sentiment. They first appeared in Beijing in June 1966 and were mainly composed of students who advocated that revolution is not a crime and rebellion is justified, carried out destruction of cultural relics and documents in various places, and attacked the bourgeoisie, thinkers and intellectuals. The Cultural Revolution was a national political movement that took place in mainland China between 1966 and 1976, and the Red Guard movement, which was initiated under the full support of Mao Zedong during this ridiculous period, contributed to the development of the Cultural Revolution, which was also a major factor in the turmoil throughout China. The Red Guards of the past seem to be back today. They have been transformed by Xi Jinping into the Little Pinkie of today's Chinese internet. Little Pinkie mainly refers to netizens who love the Communist Party of China and hold Chinese nationalist, extreme patriotic and xenophobic positions, and is interpreted by some overseas media as the modern Red Guard. Little Pinkie's common behavior is to attack and insult those who hold opposing views on foreign websites through wall-flipping software, and most of them are young people or teenagers from mainland China. In addition to the aggressive patriotic Little Pinkie often seen on major platforms, in recent years we have also seen some Little Pinkie overseas, who were students, tourists or immigrants from mainland China with disorderly behavior or wild language. The following international incidents are some of the most recent examples of Chinese Little Pinkie who have been making a big fuss overseas. The first incident took place on December 9, 2023, at the Chinese Xitaihou restaurant in Japan. After posting a video accusing the Japanese restaurant of racial discrimination for posting a sign banning Chinese and Koreans from entering the restaurant, Chinese netizen Yo Tao Liu Xifan entered the restaurant and argued with the owner, claiming that the sign violated the law and called the police to deal with the incident. After arriving at the scene, police said they were unable to compel the owner to remove the sign and persuaded him to leave. The restaurant was forced to close for a short period of time as a result of the incident, but the situation quickly reversed itself. The initial video posted by the internet celebrity was accused of faking the translation of the subtitles, which were actually posted by the store to mean the reason for the epidemic in China, rather than Chinese people make me sick. A few days after the store closed, the store manager chose to take down the original notice and, at the suggestion of netizens, put up slogans such as June 4th Tiananmen Square and Taiwan's independence, as well as a picture of Winnie the Pooh symbolizing the image of Xi Jinping outside the store. After that, these Chinese netizens and patriotic bloggers, who were trying to get traffic, dared not come back to trouble the store. So the shopkeeper put up a towel with the words, "Don't mess with Taiwan" in green letters on a black background inside the store, to celebrate and to stop Little Pinkie from continuing to cause trouble. The second incident involving a British pianist occurred on January 19, 2024. British YouTuber and pianist Brendan Kavanagh was playing live on a public piano at St. Pancras Station in London, when a group of Chinese people wearing red scarves and holding 5-star flags asked him to delete the video because they didn't want to be filmed. Kavanagh had no choice but to say, "If you don't want to be photographed, don't be in the camera." But he didn't expect the Little Pinkies to start snarling at him. "You can't film us because it's not allowed by Chinese law." Kavanagh said, "This is the UK, not China." But the Little Pinkies wouldn't let up, and eventually called the police, threatening to take legal action against him. Kavanagh insisted that he has the right to freedom of speech and freedom of artistic expression in the K. He said that this is not communist China, and that he should not be subjected to China's laws and restrictions. According to British law, no one has the right to ask others to stop taking pictures in public places. Afterward, Kavanagh's live video spread rapidly on YouTube and Twitter, and Kavanagh received a series of privacy complaints from Chinese Little Pinkies about his video on YouTube, as well as death threats against him. In order to protect his freedom of speech, Kavanagh took the advice of a netizen and began to learn about the situation in China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. He brought a Winnie the Pooh doll symbolizing Xi Jinping and the Republic of China, flagged to the live broadcast at St. Pancras Station to perform and display them respectively as a sign of protest. This incident is a classic example of the Streisand effect. The third Messi incident took place on February 4, 2024, when Argentina's Lionel Messi's team Inter Miami CF was invited to Hong Kong to play an exhibition match against the Hong Kong League team, attracting more than 38,000 Chinese fans. However, Messi did not play in Hong Kong on that day, but played in the match against Japan's Vissel Kobe on February 7th, which caused Chinese fans to be devastated, and so they shuffled their Weibo pages and bombarded Messi with fury. Although Messi said in a press conference that he had injured his leg muscle in the last match in Saudi Arabia and hopes to play in Hong Kong again in the future, the Hong Kong and Chinese fans were not happy. Japanese commentator Yeta Akio commented on the incident in a Facebook post, saying that the incident, which is a common occurrence in sports, had caused a huge uproar on the internet in China and Hong Kong, where there were many abusive comments about Messi's insult to China. Singapore's Lian Zhaobao newspaper also editorialized on the matter, pointing out that the matter is essentially a consumer rights dispute between the ticketed spectators and the organizers of the showpiece match, and that it is not uncommon for star players not to play in friendly matches, and when friendly matches are upgraded to commercial showpiece matches, the presence of the star players becomes an important part of the contractual negotiation, and the organizers have to negotiate with the players themselves or their agents and pay them a relative salary for this. The incident has escalated into a political storm via the internet, with the Zhaobao suggesting that it is absurd and hilarious to interpret Messi's non-attendance as an insult to China, as well as his avoidance of contact with politicians after the match, which has led to trumped-up charges of stomping on Hong Kong and belittling the Chinese. These international events reflect the resurgence of the Red Guard movement of the past, and its spread from China to the rest of the world. The Red Guards of the past are the Little Pinkie of today, and the Cultural Revolution initiated by Mao Zedong has evolved into the unique Little Pinkie culture created under the rule of Xi Jinping. During the Cultural Revolution, Mao criticized the capitalists in the name of revolution by using the slogans of anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism, while today, Xi Jinping is using the slogans of the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation and the Chinese dream to fulfill his ambition of world domination. The phenomenon of Little Pinkie culture has not only become a public evil in China, but has also begun to poison Western societies, posing a great challenge to the global democratic society. Western democracies should be vigilant against this phenomenon and develop countermeasures to curb and destroy the harm done to the world by the Little Pinkie culture and the huge black organization behind it, the Communist Party of China, CPC. Okay, that's all for today. We'll talk again in the next issue. Thank you for watching.